Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex or Nuzz here, and welcome to another video. In this video today, we are going to be seeing the loot from Legios. Now basically, I haven't done Legios in a long time. If you remember in my previous video, my boss tier list, where I talked about, the money you can make from bosses, I actually ranked Legios an F. And I got a lot of people commenting saying, Legios are great money, you should try Legios. So I decided to make this video to, see if it's actually worth it. Kind of like how I did with Barrows. I'll actually link the Barrows video at the end of this video. But I decided to do this video, and I decided to do Legios until I got enough Signets for an Ascension. So basically, if you don't know how Legios work, you basically use keys for when you do the Legios. So I'll show you here. So you need keystones. And you'll basically use the keystones, and you'll need to get pieces of the signet. So basically, once you have all 6 signets, you can make an Ascension crossbow. Now there's 6 different Legios, they all do different things. The most expensive, I believe, is the Primus. It costs like 800k a key. So basically the drop rate for one of these is 1 in 50. So it should take you about 300 kills to kill them, which brings me to why I thought, or why I did put them in F tier, is because basically one of the keys is 800k. The most expensive key is like 880k. So imagine you go double the drop rate on the signet for that one Legio. Double the drop rate, isn't that rare, to spend 100 kills to get a 1 in 50 drop. It's not that rare. So imagine you go 100 kills dry. You're spending 90 mil on that one signet, which is 90 mil is more than half of an Ascension. So that's why I put it in F, because I thought it was really easy to lose money. So at the end, you're going to see all the calculations, and you're going to see all the loot here and how we did. People told me I should factor in the normal loot as well, that I wasn't thinking of that. So I definitely factored that into this video too. And I factored the time spent, all that stuff. So yeah, we are going to go into the loot now. So actually at Legios here, it ended up not being too bad to do. They definitely weren't as bad as I thought. They were pretty easy to do, actually. I had a pretty bad range setup, honestly. We do get a signet here, which I was really, really happy about. I'm just walking around in glee, but yeah, I didn't really use, as you can see here, my setup. I just used like Serenic and a Wyvern crossbow, because I don't actually have a Ascensions myself because they're so expensive, but Wyvern crossbow is pretty good, so I use that. I use just normal Supreme Overloads and some Adrenaline pots, but you honestly do not use that much supplies at all. I think my personal best was 11 seconds as a kill, and usually they were around 20 to 25 seconds or so. So they're extremely fast to kill. Some are obviously more annoying than others. Some of them are really, really easy, and the ones with like the lasers on the floor, the beams on the floor, they're kind of annoying. And then there's another Legio that actually spawns minions, which is probably the most annoying one, because one of the minions can stun you. Then you have another minion that can heal you. So that one's probably the most annoying. But honestly, they really weren't that hard to kill. I haven't killed them in a while, but much easier than I thought. And we did end up getting decently lucky with the signets here. Not insanely lucky, but we did get pretty lucky. So Secundus, I actually got in 27 kills, which the drop rate's 1 in 50, so that was pretty good. And then Sextus, we got in 53 kills. Teradus, we got in 21 kills. Primus, we got in 56. Quintus, we got in 31 kills. And Quartus, we got in 5 kills. So it only took me 185 kills to get all the signets. And it should take you around 300 kills to get all signets. So we got it in almost half the drop rate. So I would say I'd consider this to actually be very, very lucky. The more I'm looking at it, 185 KC, so 115 KC less. Here I am buying Dragon Limbs, which I did not know you actually need the crossbow, so I ended up changing that out in a little bit. But we're going to price check the normal loot here, which it wasn't as much as I thought with how much you're spending on the keys. I was a little underwhelmed on the loot. Everyone was telling me that I should, keep track of that in my last video. Like, you're not considering that loot. But it was only about 9 mil, which doesn't even pay for the dragon crossbow itself. So, it was a little underwhelming there, but I guess I shouldn't have expected too much. But yeah, we got all the signets there, all 6 signets, and we just, I ended up buying a dragon crossbow, which actually cost me about 10 mil, so I guess your normal drops will probably pay for your supplies and your crossbow limbs, and then you're hoping to basically not spend 150 mil on keys. The less you spend, the more profit you're going to make. So I actually ended up getting 185 KC is how long it took, and it cost me 111 mil for keys. A lot of the keys you actually had to pay more for, such as the Primus key, which took me 56 kills, were 880k each. So I would say I was extremely lucky if you look at that 4 Legios. I got the Signet well under the drop rate, and the only 2 that I went over the drop rate, I was only over Sextus by 3 kills, and then Primus by 6. So, 6 kills and 3 kills. So, we got basically, it should take you 300 kills again to get all the Signets, and we got it in 185. It cost me 111 mil. And here I am basically just selling the normal loot. I decided to put the Ascension crossbow in for 165, but it's actually more like 158. So, at least the normal loot will make up for the dragon limbs, but it's not that much. And as you can see, I do have a few keys in my inventory, and basically you can rarely get a key from the creatures, from the Legios, and I ended up getting 3. Which the keys are actually as rare, maybe a little bit rare than the Signet. So the keys, they're kind of a troll drop to get, but it's not too bad. Whenever I saw them, they shine. Same with the Ceramic Scales. I always thought it was going to be a Signet, but I honestly ended up getting so lucky that, I really have nothing to complain about. This is like, if you want to do Legios to make money, this is the best scenario you can get. 185 KC should have taken us 300 KC. Imagine the money you're going to lose if it takes you 500 KC. Like, I went about half under the drop rate. So imagine if you went double the drop rate and had to use 600 keys. That is going to cost you a ton. So as you can see here, 167 mil, and we actually ended up spending 111 mil, and then we actually spent 10 mil for the limbs. So we ended up spending 121.8 mil, I believe. And this took me about, I would say, 3 hours. So it really didn't take too long, and it was pretty easy. But as you can see here, we ended up making 45 mil. So that's about 15 mil an hour. And keep in mind, I got really lucky on this, okay? That's 45 mil, that's about, 70 keys. So if I just took 70 keys more, which is still under the drop rate, I would have lost money. So in my opinion, Legios, can you make money there? Yes, you can make good money if you are lucky. But if you want consistent money, I would not do Legios. They're really, really a gamble. You can see right here, I only made 15 mil an hour, which is nothing to scoff at. But I made 15 mil an hour, and I got extremely lucky. I got the 6 Signets in 185 KC, almost half the drop rate. If I had gotten them on the drop rate, which is, average, it would have, I would have lost a lot of money. So, only go Legios if you're hunting the pets or you really, really feel lucky. That's what I would say. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this loot from Legios. Are they worth it? Of course, you guys saw my opinion. I really don't think they're worth it. Still after doing this, obviously, yes, I made money, but I got pretty lucky, and if I had just gotten, you know, looking at it as if you get the average drop rate and you takes you, you know, what it's supposed to take you, considering no bad luck, no good luck, you're gonna lose money. So this is something you want to do, of course, if you want the pets, which I did. I did not get any, but I did. That was a reason I did them. Or if you're feeling lucky, if you're like, okay, you know what, I want to, you know, gamble and, you know, test my luck here, you can do them. They really don't take that long, so you can make a lot of money quickly if you are lucky. But I would really recommend like the Magister over Legios. They're similar, and you use keys. It takes, you know, not very long to kill, like 30-40 seconds like Legios, but the profit you're going to get and the consistency you're going to get at Magister is going to be way more than Legios. So I would still not recommend Legios. Maybe I was a bit harsh putting them in F tier, but seeing as I got really lucky and still only made 15 mil an hour, which is like on par with, you know, Vindicta, I'm not sure if they're the best route to go. The keys are very overpriced now because a lot of people hunt Legios for IFB to get all their pets. So that's how I feel about Legios. I hope you guys kind of found this video interesting. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. We're over 2,000 subscribers. I hope we can hit 3,000 soon. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It only takes a minute, and it, you know, is really awesome to see all you guys subscribe. Like the video if you haven't already. I'm actually going to put at the end of this video, I'm going to show you guys my Barrows video. For those of you that want to see if Barrows is worth it in 2020, I'll put that at the end of the video. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you for the next video.